Yo, what's up, people? What's up? It's your boy Ant, aka Why He's So Woke. I'm back with another video for y'all. I'm happy to be back. It took like a week off, but I'm back. Nonetheless. And this video here was inspired by a 50-minute post I put up, 50-minute video I had put up on my Instagram last week, and this is again directed directly towards the fellas. And in my opinion, in my humblest opinion, 9 to 5's are for suckers. Now, ladies, this has nothing to do with you at all. This is strictly for the fellas. Fellas, 9 to 5's are for suckers. And I know it may sound crazy. Some people are not, most people probably won't understand that perspective. There's very few of you, actually did reach out in agreement with, my sentiments about 9 to 5 being for suckers. And I want y'all to really think about what a 9 to 5 means. Now, when you work a 9 to 5, essentially you're dependent upon a person, an entity, a corporation, something to that extent, right? And as a man, right, let's say if you're dependent upon a particular person, entity, or corporation to pay you money at any given point, at any time in life, right? That same entity, person, or corporation at any point can decide to, relieve you of your duties, fire you. What are you going to do at that point? Like, what would you do at that point, right? Would you go and get another job and put yourself at the mercy again of someone else's hands? Like, working is only okay if you're using it as a bridge. And even then, it's still some sucker shit because, like myself, right? Do I have a 9 to 5? Yes. I'm done with that shit in April. Like, next month, I'm done with this shit. And even going into it, right? Like, I knew, you can ask my bro Rick. Like, I'm like, yo, bro, I'm gonna have to get on some sucker shit for about a year and some change just to put, just to build some capital and put things in play, right? But even with me personally, right, working, like, I felt like I feel like a sucker, like, so yeah, I don't think you can really be a man if you can't really get it on your own. Like, being a man has a lot to do with your ability to, like, figure things out. It has a lot to do with your ability to problem solve, critical thinking, and earning a living on your own requires that, right? And once you work for someone else, it takes away your ability to be creative. It takes away your ability to problem solve. It takes away your ability to be a critical thinker because having a job, it's a safety net. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a safety net, and you know that check is going to come in every week, every 2 weeks. And it pretty much, takes away your ability again to problem solve, be creative, and think critically and things like that. So yeah, like, and most people work 9 to 5's not to fund businesses or to start new endeavors. Most people work 9 to 5's because that's just all they know. They don't know how to go out and get it on their own. And it's like, that's a problem being a man, especially if you're a family man. Like, you'll never be wealthy, for one. There's a lot of things wrong with working. Like, let's like, seriously, For one, you'll never be wealthy trading your time for dollars. Like, never. It's only 24 hours in a day. Even if you work 24 hours a day for the rest of your life, you still won't be wealthy. And obviously, working 24 hours a day for the rest of your life is something that's completely absurd, is not sustainable. But even doing that, you know what I'm saying, you won't be wealthy. So it's like, yo, we have to think better of ourselves, man. And especially if you guys have children. Like, yo, I have a daughter, and a full-time job requires me to work 9 to 5, 8 to 4, whatever, 8 hours a day, right? So if my child mom is working, right? Rightfully so, she's working, and I'm working. Who's watching my daughter? And a lot of people would say, oh, you can get a babysitter. The grandmother is watching her. The grandfather is watching her. Her uncle, her aunts, daycare, right? And I look at it like this. For me to be going 8 hours a day, and for my child's mom to be gone 8 hours a day, because we're both working, that's 8 hours out of my child's life, bro. You know how much time that is compounded? 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, 40 hours out my little girl's life. Are you fucking shitting me? Like, never. Like, that is way too much time out my child's life. Like, that's sucker shit. Like, so because I gotta go to work and I gotta be here 9 to 5 every day, I'm missing out on my little 1-year-old in her life and her growing. Like, yo, never. And that's how I look at it as well. So it's not just about a money thing. It's just principle. And that's for my people, the fellas who got kids, man. Like, that's too much time out your kid's life. You know, like, I want to be able to be home with my child every day. She with her father. You know, I'm running my businesses, you know, on my own time. I'm running my businesses. I have 3 different businesses, and you guys are going to know a lot about them very, very soon, because I'm getting ready to announce a lot of things that I got going on, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of dope shit, you know, to say the least. I'm doing my thing, and I'm creating, you know, businesses for not for me, but for my family, you know what I'm saying? For my daughter, so I can pass her down assets, so I can pass her down principle, so I can pass her down the idea of working for yourself. You know, like, working for yourself is freedom. You know, like, not having a 9 to 5 takes away all your freedom. Is not it. You know, like, and essentially, I see people miss, and I've used this example before. I've seen people miss their sons' basketball games. I've seen people miss their daughters' dance recitals because they had to be at work. Because I'm afraid of losing my job, so I have to go to work. I have to be here. Like, yo, do you know how important it is for you to be at your son's game or your daughter's recital, giving them that reassurance and that in that love and that support, watching their dad in the stands, knowing that daddy's there to support? Like, I'll never give that shit up. Like, why are you kidding me? Like, you can't put a price on that, bro. And I'm talking to my fellas with kids. You cannot put a price on that shit. Y'all gotta do better, man. Working is for sucker shit. And it's so funny because Dame Dash had an interview on the Breakfast Club years ago. I don't know when this was. Maybe 2013. I don't know. It could have been a lot sooner than that. 15, 16. Saying the same thing. Like, don't no real man got no fucking boss. Like, you're supposed to be your own boss. How you feel like a man requesting to take off work, or having to ask to take off work, or having to ask, can I go attend my daughter's recital without penalty? You got to be out of your mind. Like, yo, as a man, that is our power. That is our superpower, to take care of our family. You know what I'm saying? And to live on, like, on our own terms. And I know I'm cut from a different cloth. I know I'm different. I've been like this since day one. Like literally, you can ask those who really know me. I've always been this way. So I know the majority of people, the majority of men, don't have these same sentiments, or may not understand where I'm coming from. But yo, you never surrender that, man. Like, you get it on your own, fellas. Like, don't be no sucker. Go to your kids' games. Go to your kids' recitals. Go to your kids' lessons. Like, you know, like, let's not play, you know. So that's kind of really what I wanted to say, man. 9 to 5s are for suckers, man. Seriously. It shows a lack of creativity. It shows a lack of hunger. It shows a lack of a lot of things. Like, how dare you miss 8 hours a day out of your kid's life? Like, you gotta be insane. Like, that'll never be me, you know. And I vow from this, and I never really worked a lot either. Like, once I graduated high school and started real estate and became, like, in the corporate world, like, so to speak, I've never really worked. It was always, working for myself, being a real estate agent or whatever it may be, right? But yeah, fellas, that 9 to 5 shit ain't it, man. Like, it's not. Women, I'm not holding you guys. Like, you are completely excluded from this. Like, I am only addressing the fellas, man. We got to do better. What example are you leading, fellas? What example are you setting for your sons? Go work for somebody else. I look at work like this. Like, you just got your hand out. Like, you know what I'm saying? And let me tell you how I was able to work for almost 2 years. And the people who know me know, like, I'll get a job. I might need something. I might need to fund something real quick. Always a business endeavor. I need 2-3 bands. Let me go get this job real quick, and then I'm out of there. Like literally, right? Like, just like that, right? And so, how I was able to work for so long, it's been almost 2 years now. And my perspective was, yeah, I'm on some sucky shit right now, but I had to psych myself into thinking differently. But had I not, I would have been left. And it was more so like, I'm robbing them. These jobs that I'm at, I'm robbing them. I'm taking their resources. Yeah, you're using me for labor. I'm taking their resources and I'm funding my own shit and building my own infrastructure. That's how I looked at it. I told myself that every day. I'm stealing their money and I'm building my own infrastructure with it, and I'm building my own infrastructure with it so that my kids, I have one daughter now, but who knows, I may have more at some point. You know what I'm saying? And I'm building an infrastructure for my daughter and setting an example for my daughter, who I love. Like that is my heart, my world. Like, I love nothing more than her, right? And for me to think about not being there when she needs me to, because I have to work or anything like that, like, come on, bro. And even at my job now, right? Like, last year, legitimately 6 figures. I made 6 figures last year. I'm in sales, right? So we get base salary plus commission, 6 figures. And even that is not enough. Like, you can't pay me enough for one to give up, to trade my time for dollars. And even at 100,000, 6 figures, that's not enough to live the lifestyle I want. So, fellas, like, take heed to what I'm trying to tell you. I'm only here to uplift and to speak some sense into y'all. I hope this doesn't offend anybody in the wrong way. But 9 to 5s are for suckers. Don't be a fucking sucker, fellas. Level up, step y'all shit up. Your kids depend on it. I'ma holla at y'all.